Ellis driving baseline. What a dive!
Wickham, how sweet was that? Step back three,
Wow.
Taylor George. She's got a flamethrower at the moment.
Shelley with a big triple.
It was acrobatic, it was impressive, it was Steph Talbot.
Jade Mill with the lefty lay-in. Capitals continue to roll. Perth have been unconscious from three. Alice Cooney connects.
She's pumped up and so she should be.
Round 14 of the Signet WNBL continues in the City by the Bay, and it's another genuine finals shaper with Geelong United hosting the UC Capitals. Both teams remain in the hunt for a top four spot, but with the Flames edging ahead and holding both splits against them, neither Geelong or Canberra can afford to slip up now, especially Geelong United, who simply must keep winning to keep its hopes of a maiden finals berth alive. It'll be a tough task against the Caps tonight, but after finishing on the wrong side of an overtime epic just 2 days ago, how fresh will Canberra be? We're going to find out over the next 2 hours from Geelong Arena. Hello and welcome wherever you're watching around the planet. WNBL action on 9 now. Ben Mortimerworth with you alongside the 12-timer and Australian basketball legend Carrie Graf. CG, fair to dub this a high-stakes game?
Just a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, look, as we've seen over the last few rounds, this one's going to be the same. Playoff-type intensity, everything on the line. Buckle up, people.
And just a little curveball as well. You can see that most recent score. Adelaide just knocked over the Perth Lynx, second-place team, by 18 points. So mathematically, the Lightning are still a chance to go. So we talk about 3 teams into one spot. Don't discount Adelaide mathematically yet. 4 teams now all vying for that one spot. But let's now turn our attention to this game between Geelong United and the UC Caps, and particularly Geelong United. Got a bit of a touch-up courtesy of the Bendigo Spirit a couple of days ago, Carrie, and they're not the first team to get touched up by the Bendigo Spirit this season, but it's a simple equation for them. They must keep winning because they don't have a split advantage in a lot of splits at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they've got a game, you know, they're then flying to Perth to play Perth, who just got smacked by, you know, lowly Adelaide at the moment.
Yeah.
They're going to come out. Perth are going to rebound from that. So this one is absolutely critical. As you say, for the teams now, it's win or go home almost.
One pillar of consistency for them this season has been their star import in Hayley Jones, and she was excellent against the Bendigo Spirit in Geelong United's most recent. In the lead up to the season, that she said, Hayley Jones, that being here has really helped me grow as a leader. As we turn our attention to the UC Capitals, and it was one of the games of the season 2 nights ago against the Sydney Flames, but they came up on the wrong side of an overtime loss. And as brave as they were, it doesn't do them many favours because the Flames now have a game on them.
Yeah, that head-to-head was critical. They lost that. They play Sydney again next week, but they've got to take care of business now and get this win done. But what a game that was. Great lessons for a young team, but, you know, Capitals had a chance to win it with a couple of seconds to go. Got a wide-open look and didn't nail it. Let's see if they can, if this one doesn't go to overtime tonight, and they can respond.
Paul Gorris, very quick post-game to say that we're moving on to Geelong United. We can't afford to dwell on the result. We will dwell on the performance, though, of Jade Melbourne and Nadia Poch in particular. Those 2 players, 2 young players as well, played with experience beyond their years. Melbourne with a season-high 28 points. Nadia Poch had some big moments as well. It's great signs of maturity from those 2 young players.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, look, you know, she's talked about often, Jade Melbourne's got the X factor. She can shoot it deep. She can make big-time shots. She can get downhill and get on the rim. She can find teammates. As we see her there hitting Poch. You know, Poch has really stepped up over the last 4 or 5 weeks. She's hitting the 3-point shot. She can get downhill, finish plays. Classy.
She is very classy as well, and so long as well, and versatile. We saw her defending Shanice Swain at times on Thursday night as well. So big game coming up for Nadia Poch and her Canberra Capitals. You can see India Boya, the number 1, getting a start again for the UC Capitals. It's her 3rd consecutive start. She's really given some X factor for the UC Caps, particularly from beyond the arc. So all in readiness here at Geelong Arena. Geelong United getting into their starting positions now. Taylor Flint, Shannon Jennings, Daniel Batty, your officials. How do you expect Canberra in particular, Curry, after the short turnaround? They played 4.5 quarters, basically, with overtime, how they will recover and front up, also on travelling to Geelong as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a pretty fresh team. It's not a long flight from Canberra to Melbourne. They're pros. Paul Goris knows how to get them back ready, and they've got their sights set on that fourth spot and know from here on out they've got to make sure they take care of business and get W's.
Another finals shaper contest here in the WNBL. Great to have your company wherever you're watching around the planet. Capitals looking to clean sweep Geelong United this season. First look from Geelong United, and it's a big rebound for Potch to get things underway. Had wins, did the Caps over Geelong United in both rounds 4 and 10. Potch at the offensive end of the floor. Too strong. That's an excellent finish.
That's what she's been doing the last 3 or 4 rounds. Coach Goris has instructed her, use her athleticism, get downhill, get on the rim, challenge the defenders, challenge the referees to make calls.
You can see Gemma Potter with the Sporting now. She's got the start tonight. Been coming off the bench in recent times. Mid-range 2 attempt, well, pretty long-range 2 attempt in the end. Well off target. But yes, Gemma Potter getting the start tonight. A former UC Capital player herself.
That she was. UC Caps clearly then looking to go under that pick and roll screen. Dare her to shoot the mid-range shot.
Melbourne for Collier, who can really cause some headaches in the post. Unfortunately for Hank on that occasion, just picked up the ball with a foot over the line.
Nice little pick and roll action there. Good composure in the half court early for the UC Caps. Collier just couldn't get the finish.
So also tonight, no Jazz Shelley out on the floor as well for Geelong United. That's why Gemma Potter's out there.
That's a big out for Geelong. Shelley's been in fine form the last few weeks. Big shots from three-point range as we see Munga.
Oh.
Little flip pass, Collier.
Good hand in there from Alyssa Brett. Forced the turnover. And on transition, Hank gets Geelong United's opening bucket.
Both teams like to run. Chris Lucas's teams always push tempo opportunistically.
Collier, Potch. Beautiful pass inside, and Collier gets the lucky roll there.
Finally on the pick and roll, Collier completes the play. Clearly a focus early in the half court for the UC Caps.
Really important in that second quarter on Thursday night. And she's really important on that occasion. A hand in there, forces the turnover. Boya catches, doing what she does best. Bench was up. Boya known for her three-point shooting in Canberra's last couple of games.
Both these teams look quite different to the previous times they've played each other.
Yeah.
Plays in, plays out. Captain Keely Froling obviously been out for a while for Geelong.
Sharp in for Geelong United as Jones works her way into the paint and banks it in.
Caps have lost Horvat, added Appy Bishop. Jade Melbourne again, happy to just run some half-court offense. Look, go back inside to Collier.
Guarded here by Hank, but Collier too good from the charity strike.
Great composure, little inside-out pivot, shakes her, nails the free throw.
Jones, Hank, Sharp screaming for it, gets it in the end, takes on Potch, trying to reverse, draws the foul. And Alex Sharp will have either team's first trip to the free throw line.
Super composure there by Sharp. Little eyebrow fake, goes at Potch's body, suckers the foul, gets herself to the free throw line.
As I mentioned, a former Capital herself, Alex Sharp, after starting a WNBL season with Perth. That Canberra season was last season as well, and she came into the season saying this is a make or break campaign for me. She came across to Canberra from Perth as hopefully a journey and a step in her leadership journey, and boy did she live up to that, and she's come back halfway through this season for Geelong and continues to get better.
Yeah, she does. Good athlete, good IQ, great work ethic.
Foul called on the way through.
MO right now for Potch. Get downhill, use your length, use your athleticism, direct drives, hard to defend.
Just also got word for Jazz, from Jazz Shelley's perspective, she's unavailable tonight due to a family commitment. So that's the reason why she's not listed to play and why Gemma Potter got the start today. There's Nadia Poch at the free throw line. We talked about lessons for such a young player. Just a couple of crucial free throws the other week, but straight back into it and hitting 2 of 2 to start tonight.
Extended pressure, Poch with that length, with that quicks.
Jones gets the screen from Hank, but good defense here from Munga. Kicks it out for Sharp, quick hands for Potter. Misfires, but Hank gives Geelong a fresh 14 seconds to work with.
Good execution, good ball movement in the half court for the Geelong team.
A lot of action off the ball there between Sharp as Brett pulls the trigger. And Munga, after the first hands there from Collier, able to bring down the rebound. Melbourne, quickly out for Boyer, can't leave her free. They get away with one there, Geelong United. Jones so aggressive, likes to get into the lane, pick up the tempo, and she's a scorer. 2 field goals early for Hayley Jones. Munga from the baseline, can't get that mid-range 2 to drop.
Geelong United now settle the tempo, execute some half-court offense.
Jones, so impressive.
Coach Goris won't be happy with that on the scout. She's right-hand driver, use those 2 high ball screens. Poor defense by the UC Caps.
Munga at the other end, capitalises with a good look and nails the triple.
That she can do, puts the work in.
Started the last 8 straight games, Nicole Munga, and really thriving. Another good season in the WNBL, her 3rd with the Caps. Potter just keeps her balance, out for Hank. Good look from the baseline.
She's good from that short corner, Hank. She's been impressive for this Geelong United outfit. A workhorse.
11 apiece. These 2 teams fighting to keep their finals hopes alive. Poch gracefully steps into the paint, gets 2 and can make it 3.
Great composure, Poch. She'd gone downhill hard the last couple of plays. Here she goes hard, pulls herself up, pivots, hesitates, completes the play, goes to the line.
Really lifting her output as the season goes on. Nadia Poch, 12 times. She's had 10 or more points that last game against Sydney, 19 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double for Nadia Poch. 3-point play completed. Caps have the 14-11 advantage here. Jones. Guarded here by Bishop, who's on the floor. Falling short, and Bishop scraps and wins it, doesn't she? There's a jump ball.
Veteran putting her body on the line. You see Capitals switching that ball screen action. Bishop finds herself on Jones, plays her for the penetration, uses her length, uses her basketball IQ.
Game
Shot over her hand.
I was going to say, Carrie, game number 286 in the WNBL tonight for Abby Bishop, her 15th season. Pretty handy acquisition for the Caps halfway through as well.
Not a bad little pickup.
Yeah.
Former Olympian, WNBA player.
Well, on December
Played all around the
31,
world.
she sort of announced her retirement, and then 11 days later, signed as a Caps injury replacement player, initially for 3 games, but then Chantel Horvat's out for the rest of the season with thumb and ankle issues. So Caps announcing in recent times that Abby will be a game-by-game proposition.
Yeah, she's certainly been a good addition, a veteran to add to this young group. Calm head.
Melbourne off that stoppage. Goes to work on Sharp. In Sharp's face. Potts trying to keep it alive for a fresh 14, but Potter just able to yank it away from Bishop.
Again, Geelong doing a great job trying to control tempo. Unless there's something obvious at pace. Happy to play in the half court.
Jones again into the paint. Foul is called. Reasonably late whistle on Potch. after the contact. Jones will head to the line.
Yeah, Potch did a great job. Could use her athleticism. Athlete v athlete stayed in front, just came in with those hands late.
Argues her case, but Hayley Jones will go to the line. A 61% free throw shooter this season, Hayley Jones. Remarkable to think as well that she's the second youngest player on Geelong United's main roster.
Yeah.
What a pickup she's been, the 23-year-old. Drafted to the Atlanta Dream back in the 2023 WNBA draft. At Stanford, NCAA champion back in 2021. Great CV, and she's made a terrific impression in Australia throughout this WNBL season. Babongi on the floor. He just turned 18 in recent weeks. That one just tipped by the Geelong United defence, so turnover.
Geelong are aggressive defensively. They play hand on ball really well.
Hank put the ball on the floor and then put the ball through the hoop for 2 and can make it 3.
Great finish. I think she was a little surprised that went down, but
yeah,
you put it up there, it's got a chance. Little show and go, throws it down, gets her head up late, finds the finish though.
Played all 19 games this season. Hannah Hank started in 12 of them, including tonight. She completes the three-point play. Geelong United, just momentum has swung back their way in the past few minutes. Melbourne for Bishop, wide open here for 3. And the vet is all net.
Well executed there, Bishop wide open from the three-point line. Big basket.
Caps take back the lead. Jones wanting some help. Gets the screen from Hank. Great cut, Potter. Good pass from Jones. Potter missed the first attempt. Can make amends at the free throw line now.
Yeah, excellent back cutter, Gemma Potter. Any sort of denial on that wing. She back cuts hard straight away. Jade Melbourne lost vision.
Just repeating, Potter getting the start tonight. Jazz Shelley, who has basically been the captain in the absence of Keely Froling, the injured Keely Froling. Shelley not playing tonight due to a family commitment. That's a big blow for Geelong United, because in the last 6 games, Shelley's averaged the 36 minutes, 18 points, and got a 44% from the field.
Yeah, she's been massive for them. In career best form, without a doubt.
And Froling's season-ending injury is the silver lining of that has been the improved output of Jazz Shelley. As Sharp is called for the foul as Melbourne try to work their way into the perimeter.
Yeah, went back with the same offensive set that got Bishop wide open on the 3. This time Melbourne goes at the switching defender, draws the foul.
Monique Conti on the field as well for Geelong United, just checking in there, the number 14, as is Deeble for the Caps. Collier tried to work her way through, just lost control momentarily, but Bongi regains it. 5 to shoot. Bongi wants Collier, couldn't find her, and Potter strong to force the turnover. Hank streaming towards the rack. Instead it goes for Conti, who had to really use her AFLW skills there to raise up and try and take the mark, but it's gone out of bounds.
Half-court grind this game so far. Both teams content to grind the half-court offense. There's been too many fast break opportunities or pace opportunities.
A bit happening off the ball there between Hank and Collier. Hank argues her case, but foul will be called on her. It's 4th team foul on Geelong United. And that is the 2nd foul for Hannah Hank. You wouldn't want her getting into foul trouble. Potter, another steal for her. Read it well off the inbounds pass. Conti, bullet pass to Sharp. Hits the 3. Great basketball, Geelong United.
Saw they had an opportunity to play at pace, push that tempo, get a corner 3 for Sharp. It's Melbourne.
That's
downhill.
her move. That's her move.
The left-hand scoop.
Kicking up the tempo, finishing with the left. That's Jade Melbourne at her best. Sharp wanting some movement from Potter, but she was well guarded there by Babongi. Conti from way downtown. Hank trying to rebound it away from Collier. Instead, it goes down the other end, and Babongi tried to take the three. Diebel gets away with one there, potentially. Offensive rebound for her, and 2 points for Collier.
Collier aggressive then. Board went straight at Hank. Found herself on the rim with ease.
6 points for Collier. Jones found an opening. They kicked it out for Potter, who loves the corner. And Sharp gives Geelong a fresh 14.
Geelong are a great offensive rebounding team, particularly when they play with a smaller group as they are here.
Jones is doing a lot of work at the moment. Running the plays, driving hard inside, this time earning 2 free throws.
Veteran Bishop took a hard foul there. She'd know the scouting report. Jones is dangerous when she gets downhill or gets on the rim. She's not so dangerous from the free throw line. Hovering around that 60% as a free throw shooter.
Yep, 61% free throw shooter, 22% three-point shooter. So teams in the WNBL well aware of Haley Jones' strengths, but what she does well, very hard to guard.
She's not liking the sound of that 60%. Prove us wrong.
Averaging the 15 points per game, a couple of double-doubles this season as well for Haley Jones. She completes both, and she has already got 10 points for the game. 14th time she's hit 10 or more points in the game. Still got a minute left in the first. Collier got a good screen there from Diebel, and Collier then gets rid of Hank, works away inside, draws the contact, and can go to the line for an extra.
Clearly a focus here offensively. UC Caps, they're happy to play half-court offense, see if they can force mismatches. Playing two bigs together at the moment. Collier and Bishop create some drama down low defensively for Geelong United.
Struggled last time these two sides played, actually. Charlie Collier only had the 4 points and was 2 of 8 from the field. But with this free throw, she already has the 9 points in a quarter.
Round 4 was a long time ago. She struggled early to adjust to the league and adjust to the way the referees called it. She's found her feet, got comfortable with the league.
Melbourne pinched it from Jones. Beats her in the foot race and has a trip to the line coming up. Just can't keep her out of the game, Jade Melbourne. In ridiculous form in the past week. Of course, her second ever triple-double coming against the Southside Flyers, and then a season-high 28 points a couple of nights ago.
I'm sure she'd give up that 28 points if they could have won that game before the overtime.
We said this on that Thursday night carry, and you're at the venue, but she became just the third player in WNBL history to have multiple triple-doubles. The other two players, Kristen Veal and Michelle Timms.
Two of our great point guards. Jade Melbourne, you could say, is a bit of both. She's got Veal's flash, she's got Timsy's charisma and speed.
Yes.
She's got Veal's size.
In good company is Jade Melbourne. Now, turnover from Geelong United. So, after a good run there from Geelong, the Caps have steadied really well in the past 60 seconds. We've got a 6-second differential between the clocks here. Collier is a handful. She's causing some big headaches down low right now.
Yeah, let's see what Geelong United decide to do in the second quarter with her. Do they trap her? Do they front her?
Potter. And now the long range attempt is banked in by Crichton. She called bank, and a much needed basket for Geelong on the buzzer. Cuts the lead to 1 at the first change. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter action coming up in just a few moments. It's the Caps 26.
Side ball coming your way. Got it? Good. 3, 2, 1, go! Fast and furious action straight away as they make their way around the outside obstacle. The layup, first one is, we got one down, and a big sprint coming back through the centre. We're waiting for a second layup, not quite there though. Oh, he's gone for a shot and sent the pass. Coming back for a pass, mate. Don't waste it. Back for the pass. In it goes. And we have a winner! Congratulations to you, mate. Side ball is coming your way. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling generous. It's our last home game of the season, and guess what? I've got two side forward balls. So, one for you as the winner, one for you as the runner-up. Good stuff, boys. Congratulations to you. Give them a round of applause. It's all thanks to our local Ford dealer. That's Rex Gorilla Ford. Get it out there and score.
Welcome back to Geelong Arena. WNBL action in round 14. Both teams looking to keep in touch with the top four. And at quarter time, it's the Caps holding a narrow advantage over Geelong United. Carrie Graff, and sort of a first quarter that had lots of ebbs and flows for both teams and had periods of dominance throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. And really a half-court grind at the moment. Not much pace being played in this game. It's half-court, it's execution. Certainly the offensive damage for Geelong United has come through Jones. She's scoring heavily. Potch early for the Capitals was getting downhill, getting on the rim, and that mid and late stretch in the quarter was all Collier. Have they got an answer for it down low, this Geelong United team?
Find out as we get underway here. Ellsworthy on the floor for Geelong United. This is Crichton who hit that buzzer beater field goal. Brett lobs it in for Sharp. Can she get going? A bit of a mismatch here on Babongi, fading away. Melbourne brings down the rebounds.
Switching defence. They're happy to play switches with this smaller Geelong United outfit.
Melbourne's had 10 rebounds in each of her past 2 games. Here's Collier, this time guarded by Potter, and Collier is into double figures.
That's her signature move. Catch it with her back to the basket, inside-out pivot. Gives a little eyebrow fake. You don't take it, she'll stroke that free throw range shot.
Cut from Potter. Trying to thread the eye of the needle there. The pass from Sharp. Foul is called.
It's certainly on a scouting report. Gemma Potter, great back cutter.
Another thing to note as well that Nadia Potch starting this quarter off the floor. She already has 2 fouls to her name.
Floor wipers getting a little work out there.
Very much so. Gemma Potter hitting the floor. Boyer checking in as well. Brett looking for someone to present. Has to lob it to Sharp in the end. Ellsworthy. Potter. Can't get that one to go. Great hustle from Brett. Wanted that basketball more than anyone else. And Ellsworthy trying to spear it in, but Munger read it better than Potter. Got rid of Ellsworthy illegally. Offensive foul.
Well sold by the defender. Took the hit. We have a different angle than the referees. Certainly callable.
Here's Nicole Munger on the screen, averaging the 10 points per game, and the last 6 been really impressive. Here's Ellsworthy, game number 73 in the WNBL. 3 seasons with Adelaide Lightning before joining Geelong United. Here is Ellsworthy, 6 to shoot. Has to make something happen. Takes on Melbourne, good luck. Puts up the prayer, didn't hit the rim. Shot clock violation.
Well defended by the UC Caps. Force a tough shot. Similar to the first quarter, both teams happy to grind it out in the half court. Very much finals type basketball.
Excellent first quarter from Jade Melbourne. Bringing plenty of energy to the floor. She goes to work again. Steps back. Big step back. Can't get that one to go. Boya can't keep it alive for Canberra.
Point guards stand on each other. See if they can chew some time off that clock before they get into the half-court set. Deeble on Conti.
Brett, beautiful pick and roll action there with Jones.
Yeah, well executed.
Back on the floor, Hayley Jones. She has 12 points tonight.
Again.
Boya gets the screen from Collier. There was pick and roll was on there. Missed Collier. Munga's in the corner though, and we know she loves that spot.
A few of those three-point shooters love it. Sharp loves it. Munga loves it. Potter likes it.
Back deep from three-point land do the UC Caps. Brett, well, everyone thought she was going to Jones, and then she lost control, and Melbourne was the only one with her eye on the ball and threw it away.
Just a little too much on it for Munga. And a 6-point buffer, momentum timeout, called by coach Chris Lucas, veteran of the WNBL. Been in many, many playoff series, won multiple championships.
Done a terrific job with his Geelong United roster in his first season in charge. Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank. Just on Chris Lucas, Carrie, and you're very, very well placed to talk about this, about a coach who's come in, new roster, new team, but has been around this league for so long, and according to many, has done a terrific job with what's at hand as well. Are you of a similar opinion?
Absolutely. Look, I mean, all of Chris Lucas's teams play great D. They're well prepared, and they never quit. I mean, this team, they've suffered injuries. They've kept it close. I mean, their schedule the last few games has been against the top few. They hang tight with them. When you look at sometimes their roster and go, wow, how are they doing that? They never quit. They play hard defensively. He always has teams extremely well prepared. Classy coach.
His 18th WNBL season, and of those previous 17 seasons, he's only missed finals 4 times.
Pretty impressive. Coached at 4 clubs, a couple of clubs twice.
Yeah. And he is still a chance to keep that healthy finals ratio alive. Geelong United still a chance very good chance to make the Final 4. Here's Sharp. Good defense there from Deeble, but Sharp good enough to get that one to go.
Felt she had a mismatch. Deeble, smaller point guard on her. Sharp's easily a 6-footer. Backed her down, made the move.
Deeble catches. Can't get the 3 to go. Munga just, I think it was caught in two minds about whether to shoot or pass, and it backfired as she was called for the travel.
Yeah, they missed the inside look to Collier. Had been their answer in the first quarter, and the Bigs got someone on her back.
Saw Collier late, or heard the voice late, I think.
Go to the well.
6.5 to play in the second. Can Potter catch fire? Brett, right in front of the Geelong bench. She can't get going.
Almost bought rain that one.
Melbourne kicks up the tempo, then kicks it out for Munga, who's feeling it, really feeling it.
Both corners for Munga. Shot it nice and quick. Melbourne, great job to find her. Got downhill, drew the defense, spat it out to the spotted up shooter.
She's 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Sharp, tough, but even better defense again from Deeble.
Tempo push now from UC Capitals. Can they get something at pace early?
Boya along the baseline, kicks it back out. Oh, Deeble, quick as a flash. Straight to Collier for 2. Awesome from the Caps.
Little touch pass on the cut.
Caps have really found their rhythm in the past couple of minutes, and they hold a 9-point lead here. Jones keeps control. Things need to change quick here for Geelong United. Can Conti spark something? Gets it to Jones, who fades away. And Jones will get a fresh 14 here. Players hit the floor behind the play. Potter fading away, can't get it to go. And Sharp can't keep it inbounds.
Aggressive on the O glass. Geelong United, they're undersized. They play small ball at the moment. But boy, do they go hard on the glass. Sharp goes after it. Potter goes after it. Jones goes after it.
Sharp averaging 9 rebounds per game. Jones averaging the 6.
Conti applying the heat to Bowyer. It's out of bounds. Caps will set up. Sideline set here.
52nd WNBL game for Monique Conti. Melbourne really threatening to tear this game apart. Hits that too.
Good composure, mid-range take by Jade Melbourne.
Up to a game-high 11-point lead. Bowyer was up and caught some hand there of Alex Sharp, who has a date with the free throw line now.
Sharp fancies herself against these smaller guards. She just takes them down low. Nice and composed. Feels if she gets close to the rim. She's got the size.
Now, WNBL fans, it's time to vote. Cast your vote for the Ford Fan MVP, and you could be the lucky fan presenting the award at the upcoming WNBL Awards Night. Head to the WNBL website and vote now to go in the draw to win 2 tickets, flights, and accommodation to the WNBL Awards Night. Coming up very soon, February 17 is the awards night. So get involved at the WNBL website there.
Sharp easily makes the first. Great free throw shooter. Swishes the second.
Just the 64% free throw shooter this season, Alex Sharp. But you're right, previous seasons, much better percentage. Bishop back on the floor here for Canberra. Potter, try to rip it away. Bishop regains control. Poch also back on the floor as well. She turns it over.
Great hand pressure defensively for the Geelong United group as Jones takes it all the way.
Trying to really put her team on her back here, Hayley Jones. Big pass from Melbourne and Munga. Catching, but can't knock down the three-point attempt.
Open three on the break. Coach Garros will be fine with that. Shoot it at pace if their shooters are open.
Potter, it's a screen from Sharp, gets it. Gets around Bishop, brilliant from Gemma Potter. But Bishop's strong there off the glass. And a 2-on-1. Bowyer has Poch to her right, uses her, and Poch can't get the 2 and can't get the second chance opportunity.
Poch,
she's frustrated.
Not happy with herself. 2 easy attempts on the rim. She's got the length. Good fake to get Jones up. Goes for the tip in on the putback. Couldn't convert it.
Timeout called here at Geelong Arena. The UC Caps been able to extend their lead in this second term. Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport, who are 100% committed to delivering excellence in their field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au.
Interesting to see if we see out of this timeout any defensive changes from either team. You see Capitals switching excessively in the half court. Geelong come out at some point and for a little more 2-3 zone.
See just back to the camera there, Keely Froling, the captain, whose WNBL campaign was cut short at 12 games as well, but she really has thrived as a leader in the past couple of seasons. Since leaving Canberra as well, Carrie, she was an important part of the Caps roster for a number of seasons, but then Boomers and then Geelong United as well, and she's just grown as a player and a person.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and as a younger athlete, when you get to play with the likes of Kelsey Griffin and Mariana Tolo, you learn some wonderful leadership skills, and you can get to take those on your next journey where you're stepping into that role. And absolutely, you know, Kay Froll at Sydney and then Melbourne and now here at Geelong has certainly matured and become a key star, undersized post in this league.
Very much still the captain of the team as well, even though she's not out on the floor. Jones into the paint. And lobbing it up for two. She's playing a terrific game, Hayley Jones.
Coach Goris won't be happy with that as Bishop goes for the deep three. Front rims it.
There's Alex Sharp athletically off the rim there. Brings down the rebound. And then fooled them all. Hit the two.
Massive Alex Sharp. Great sell. Changed pace, turned the corner. Easy on the finish.
10 points now for Alex Sharp. Bit happening off the ball there between Bishop and Hank. Bishop for the cutting Munga.
Good execution, UC Capitals. The ball goes inside, it comes outside. Wide open little mid-range jumper for Munga.
She's really feeling it. Here's Nicole Munga at the moment. Potter, guarded here by Melbourne. Hank, Jones, going to the well again. Back out for Hank with a long two.
Great composure. Jones drew two defenders, spits it out for a wide open shot for Hank. Good IQ, good decision making.
Good result off the timeout here. Geelong back within 4 points. Bishop thought about the mid-range two. Went for Munga, but Sharp was aware of it and knocked it out of bounds. 10 on the shot clock here.
Bishop owning it, saying to the bench, that was me, take the shot. If you're wide open, take it. You hesitate, you're never going to make it.
So the timeout here at Geelong Arena. Geelong United back within 4 points, 41-37 lead in favour of the Caps.
Not much in the stats. All of them pretty even. Shooting percentages, rebounding, points in the paint. Speaks to the scoreline, 37-41.
Ford dealers are all about supporting the game here in Australia. From Ford Aussie Hoops to the WNBL. We've been backing Aussie sports and communities for nearly 100 years. So when you're ready to hit the court, your local Ford dealer is here to help you get to the game. Both teams shooting the ball at a pretty decent clip. The Geelong United now at 43%, but that was hovering at around 50 just a few moments ago. The Caps going at 50% as well. Just have the edge in the rebound count though. The Caps 19-14 in their favour. Jade Melbourne has 3 of those to go with 3 assists, and for a point guard, Melbourne, we've certainly seen the last couple of games, Carrie, is so dynamic off the glass.
Yeah, she is. And look, you know, she's got great size for a point guard. She's 5'9", 5'10". As a guard, you're going to get a lot of defensive boards. Often you're the person you're defending, they're getting back on defensive transition. You've got an open crack a lot of the times at the defensive board, and with size like Melbourne as a point guard, she comes up. Signature her with a little step back three.
As if on cue, Melbourne hits the triple, her first of the game, and she has 9 points to her name. Great result for the Caps out of the timeout. Jones gets the screen from Hank, and with Bishop in her face, can't get that 2 to go.
Switching defense by the UC Caps. They're okay for Bishop or Potch.
Hustle here Jones. From Geelong United off defense, and Melbourne can't hit the 3. 90 seconds left here in the second quarter. Sharp, Ellsworthy back on the floor. Hank, guarded by Bishop. Potter in the corner. Gets it from Jones. Potter, aggressive inside. Gets the 2.
Baseline's a call,
baseline.
I think.
No 2, rather.
Melbourne pleaded with the referee. Yep, there's the foul before she took her steps.
Jade Melbourne immediately put in the baseline as well. Gemma Potter adamant that it was a shooting foul.
A miscommunication by the UC Caps. They were switching too slow on the second switch. Gave Potter, great athlete. She's quick. Gave her a step.
Oh, now they've changed the call. It is deemed a foul in the act of shooting. And Gemma Potter's at the free throw line now to try and complete a 3-point play. One referee saw it one way, the other Sort of second way. And Potter completes the three-point play.
Whichever way this result goes, there'll be coaches discussing that one with the referee's advisor, I'm sure.
Bishop. Melbourne gets around Ellsworthy with the right hand. Can't get it to go, but Munga was brilliant. Offensive rebound and second chance points.
Yeah, stay on plays, good things happen. Big play for Munga.
She's had a huge second quarter, Nicole Munga. She's up to 12 points for the game. Potter again tries to get into the lane. It drifts out of bounds. Steam with the hands over the Caps, much to India Bowyer's surprise.
Yeah. Often what the bulk of the players show you where they run tells you what happened with the ball. The Geelong team started running back on defence.
Yeah. Ellsworthy needs to find a player and threw it to her coach in the end.
Great pressure defence, UC Capitals.
What's happened there? Potch can't believe the call.
Yeah, she threw it out of bounds. Oh no.
Potch can't believe it. Monique Conti having a big laugh in front.
Yeah, they clearly saw it. They knew it went straight out of bounds. A couple of calls not going the way of the UC Capitals. Can they dig deep here?
Crichton for Jones, turned it over. And Melbourne, good luck catching her. And then misses the easiest shot in basketball.
She's not happy with it either. Those wide open layups, they're like doing an under 12 layup drill. Sometimes there's more pressure on those than there is a shot under pressure at this level. Becomes a head game. Geelong United will grind clock here. Play for the last one. Foul on Potch.
That's her third.
Trying to defend Jones.
3 fouls now. Nadia Potch been happening off the ball there between her and Jones.
Sure should be subbed out. Technical foul called on.
It's all happening in this second quarter, going against the Caps.
That hurts the Caps. 4th foul if it's on Potch.
Just saw referee Daniel Batty with the T sign. And Potch is taking a seat here. And timeout called by Paul Gorris, probably to let everyone cool down because tensions have been high in the past couple of minutes.
They have a few calls challenging the athletes to keep their head in the game. As we see on the end of the bench, Chantel Horvat out for the rest of the season with the UC Caps. Ankle surgery and out with a thumb injury. Coach Gorris addressing his team. Tell them to calm their heads, don't worry about the referees.
Caps the 46, carried a 40 lead. We'll have a look at that last incident in just a few moments. Nadia Potch immediately coming to the bench after that call. Here's a look.
Jones with the shove. Fair call by the referee on Potch on that little pull down. Jones sold it well. Let's see what happens with the tee.
There it is there. Any idea what that was for, Carrie?
Don't know what that symbol was.
No, neither.
5 in a row. I haven't seen that from a referee before.
Right. Nonetheless, Hayley Jones now at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's a big call. Can be game changing in terms of momentum. Jones completes the free throw with a make on the second.
So she's got 15 points now, Hayley Jones. Geelong have a 5-point lead. Munga, athletic, to Collier. Ran into Jones. Travel is the call. Jones straight up in the D and the flex afterwards as well.
Yeah, there's some juice in this game.
There is.
Lots on the line. few calls haven't gone the Capitals' way. That was a good call.
Jones with speed, trying to capitalise. It's deemed a Canberra ball. Jones lost control of the Sporting on her way through.
Good no call by the referees. 1 second ago. Melbourne will just keep that.
Half time of an eventful first half here at Geelong Arena. The UC Caps holding a 5-point lead. Geelong very much within striking distance though. Caps 46, Geelong United 41. Halftime analysis coming up on the other side of this.
Need the composure. Jackson blows the roof off. Wow. It's LJ the GOAT. There's Jackson again.
Well, that's something that they're going to have to take care of business. Through every heartache, through every cheer, we won't give up till the final buzzer. We've never been more ready.
Need the composure. Jackson blows the roof off. Wow. It's LJ the GOAT. There's Jackson again.
Well, that's something that they're going to have to take care of business. Through every heartache, through every cheer, we won't give up till the final buzzer. We've never been more ready.
Get closer to the game with the free WNBL app.
Clark with the and one.
Check out the fixture and grab your tickets.
What a finish to the third quarter.
Catch game highlights, stay connected to your favourite player or team, and follow live game stats. Anytime, anywhere.
Cole grabs 2 more.
The WNBL app is where it's at. Download now.
Celebrating 50 years of sneakers?
What do you call a dinner that's ready in minutes and gone in seconds? A slam dunk. That's Latina fresh pasta. Tasty, fuss-free and Aussie-made. Latina. We got the weeknight.
Ford dealers have backed sport in communities for nearly 100 years. And now, from the Boomers and Opals to Aussie Hoops, your local Ford dealer is proud to support basketball. Because all dreams start somewhere.
Time here at the Geelong Arena, a finals shaping contest between the Geelong United and UC Capitals clubs. And at halftime, it's the Caps 46, leading Geelong United 41. Ben Waterworth with you alongside the 12-timer Australian basketball legend, Carrie Graf. Action-packed first half, particularly that second quarter as well, when offense probably wasn't flowing as well for both teams, but the Caps just with the slight edge at the moment, Carrie.
Yeah, look, they got a couple of little fast break buckets, a couple of wide open threes, but boy, it was all about Jones for Geelong United. It got physical. Those last 2 minutes, some interesting referee decisions, a little bit of confusion at times with the players, but makes for some drama.
It certainly does, and we're all about drama here on our WNBL broadcast. The Caps, though, certainly at the start of the second quarter, looked like they got control of it. They got up to an 11-point lead at some stage, so a good effort from Geelong United to fight back and get within 5 at half-time.
Yeah, they did. They started to do this. So we saw Gemma Padu get on the rim, try and draw some fouls. They kept going at Jones. As we look at some of the stats there, Jones and Collier. And it dried up a bit on the inside for the UC Caps. They stopped going back to that well that was Collier. Mung has stepped up with some big threes. She's got 12 to her name. We've got a ball game.
We do. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a short break here. Come back with third quarter action. But before that, Let's have a look back at last round and the top 5 plays.
Coffee already an important touch early to Cox, and we get the first bucket of the night. Cox comes up with a big block. Burden flies up the floor. Unbelievable, Burden.
Well, what a pass. On a platter for Soa. Third quarter action not too far away here at Geelong Arena. Ben Waterworth with you alongside Carrie Graff, who's been keeping a real close eye on Hayley Jones, continuing her excellent WNBL 25 campaign. What makes her so hard to guard? Because we know she's not a perimeter shooter, or that's not her forte, but just her ability to go to the well and get inside is it's a constant threat.
Yeah, and she's got strength, she's got size, she plays at a nice tempo. She loves the right-hand drive. We saw her there going with the left. She's got a mid-range game. She can pivot and spin. You know, the only knock on her probably is three-point shooting's not a thing, but at the moment she don't need it.
She has the 15 points, and if it wasn't for her, Geelong United might not be as close as they are at the moment. You may notice today that players from both teams have a purple band around the top of their singlet. Now, this band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL, its clubs, athletes, and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue, because enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how you can be part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia. All the details on your screen there, including the QR code. So it'll be interesting to see, in particular, Carrie, how the Caps come out of half-time. I think tensions were quite high from a Caps perspective. Looked like with the refs at half-time as well, so it'd be fascinating to see how they turn out in the first couple of minutes in particular. Yeah,
you'd assume the heat's gone out of those calls now. The coach would get him back on. What's our task here? What are we doing offensively? What are we doing defensively? They've started with Potts. She's on 3.
Yep.
Chris Lucas is a vet coach. I'm sure he'll diagram something up that gets someone going at Potts early, see if he can sneak and steal that 4th foul from her.
We just also better clarify as well, during that period there where Nadia Potts got her 3rd foul, it did look like the referee did call a tech, but we've gone back and checked the stats. It was a timeout call, the T sign. It has to be a very aggressive T sign that I think through us, but also through the camera players on floor. So that is the sequence of events in the end, and a bit of confusion. But we got there in the end, and Potts only has the 3 fouls, and as Carrie mentioned, she's starting on the floor for the Caps here, who have a 5-point advantage. Collier is called for a very early offensive foul here.
Wow. Let's have a look at that on the replay. Making a cut, she gets bumped by Hank. Hank takes a dive.
Goris, Paul Goris, immediately argues his case with the referee. Gary mentioned that all the calls in the first half all the heat had gone out of them. Well, the first 15 seconds we got a call that the Caps probably didn't fancy, according to Paul Goris's reaction there.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you see 2 players. You know, Hank and Collier are probably similar in body weight, not too different in size, that when one finds the floor on a little bump cut. Interesting to me.
Can the Caps make the most of this opportunity here at the end of the floor? Collier has caused a few headaches. She already has 15 points, 7 of 11 from the field. Melbourne trying to lob it towards Collier. It looks like she was caught in 2 minds about whether to shoot or pass. I think she was trying to pass. And then again, she makes amends with a brilliant steal and finish.
That's how you make up for error. You stay on plays, good things happen. Jade Melbourne.
Brilliant recovery from the star point guard. Hank, deep 2, rattles in.
Collier sat off her, dared to shoot it. Thought it might have been a bit out of range, but knocks that one down.
Hit a couple of long 2s today, Hannah Hank. Showing her wares from the field.
She's winning that battle with Collier. Start the 3rd quarter.
Melbourne going to work on Potter, then has a real good look for 3 and knocks it down all nylon.
Too easy for Jade Melbourne. Chris Lucas won't be happy with his team's defence on that.
14 points for Melbourne. Good spread of scoring amongst the Caps starters.
Switching the pick and roll again, the UC Caps.
Hank wants it, but Collier's got good body position, so no easy pass. Hank goes to work again, gets into the lane, knocked away by the Caps. Melbourne there for the steal. Potch streaming forward at speed. 10-point lead for the Caps. Chris Lucas has seen enough. Poch is pumped, and rightly so. The Caps head into this timeout full of positive energy.
Yeah, great timeout, Chris Lucas. Momentum timeout. Caps out on the break. Poch breaks through 2 defenders, gets on the rim. Can't make a 2-foot bunny without defense. She makes a tough one in traffic.
10-point lead here for the UC Caps in the stages of the third quarter. He's trying to find their voice, but that is out of half-time, the perfect start carry for the Caps.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Gorris will be happy with that. We saw this in the second quarter, though. Caps get a 10-point lead. Chris Lucas calls a momentum timeout. They chip it back to 6, back to 4 pretty quick. Let's see what happens out of this one.
Looking for a quick win in the kitchen? The Latina Fresh Pasta will do the trick. It's easy, Aussie-made, and seriously yummy for the whole family. What's not to love? Make dinner a slam dunk with Latina Fresh, proud sponsors of the WNBL.
You're making me want to eat pasta, Ben.
Nothing like a bit of Saturday night carbo loading for you, Carrie. 10-point lead here for the Caps. Perfect start in this third quarter for them. A 7-2 third stanza to date. What can Geelong United muster out of the timeout?
Let's see who they go to. They got something set up for Jones. They're going to go at Poch.
Sharp catches, back for Jones. He's been doing all the damage at the offensive end of the floor. Brett throws it into the backcourt.
Well defended, UC Caps. They're pumped. They're happy about that.
Bench right up there. What is it? We just got a shot of the bench there, and you had the likes of Babongi and Deeble all standing up, and next to them, Abby Bishop. What an experience for those young players to just occupy the bench with a player of Abby Bishop's experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Munga is called for the offensive foul.
Jade Melbourne looking a little bewildered, as is Munga.
She's just lip reading, I'm pretty sure she just said, on me.
Melbourne might have got a couple of hits there. Yeah, from that angle. Looked pretty much like a charge to me. What would I know?
Just 12 WNBL championships to your name. Nicole Munga, her second personal foul. As we mentioned, Poch on the 3. Bongi has 2. She's on the bench at the moment. Jones falling well short. Great rebound, Hank. Another 14 seconds for Geelong United to work with. Potter. Great defense there from Melbourne. No easy drive there for Geelong United. So Jones has got to go. Fading away, that is tough. And Munga brings down the board.
Yeah, signature move, likes that little turn away, fade away to her right shoulder.
Munga hit the floor off balance. Boya is able to pull the trigger and get her first points of the night.
Momentum swinging 3-pointer that from Boya. Can the Caps respond with another stop here?
Game high 13-point lead here for Paul Gorris's team. Brett's beautiful looking shot. Mid-range 2 falls for her.
Early tempo push by Melbourne, decides to pull it back. Let's grind some half-court offense.
Foul this time called on Geelong United. That'll be their first team foul in this third quarter after a couple of offensive fouls on the UC Caps.
Charlie Collier was holding her breath on that one. I think the referees might have called an illegal screen. Not the case. Thank goodness, she says. In the mid-pick and roll action here. Geelong looking to trap Jade Melbourne.
Poch, Boyu is free. Boyu is free. 4-3. She had her name written all over that one.
Execution to a T. Well executed. Collapsed the defense in. Poch spat it out wide open. Boyer with a hot hand.
13-4 run here in favour of Canberra. It's starting to get out of hand for Geelong United. Sharp with poise and no luck. But Brett is there to make it happen. Gets the offensive rebound and will now have a look from the charity stripe.
Massive O-board, Brett. Between 2 UC Capitals players. See Sharp. Attack the mismatch. Gets the roll. No. Big board, Brett. This is one of the things this Geelong United team do great. They get on the O glass.
Alyssa Brett at the charity stripe, a 73% free throw shooter. First WNBL season after 5 years in the US college system. And what a pickup she's been. Real consistent player.
Makes both. Gets rewarded for her effort on the glass. With a 1-2-2 press.
Bowyer again, she's feeling it. She's got 3 triples in the third quarter.
Hot hand. When someone's got the hot hand, get them the ball. You see Caps did just that. She's on fire.
Conti on the floor. Big block. Collier emphatically knocks it away. Great timing.
We'll see Chris Lucas perhaps get a timeout in again shortly. 15-point margin.
Potch drives, scores, screams. Huge play, Nadia Potch.
Massive, pushes that to 17 points with a free throw to come. Excellent hesitation, doesn't just rely then on her speed, not just going downhill at one speed. She hesitates, stands up the defense, goes again. That's when you get a foul call.
Geelong United crowd stunned by this third quarter blitz from the Caps. Potch into double figures, misses the free throw attempt. She was 3 of 3 tonight prior to that attempt, but they can have another look here from their baseline. And things have got to change quick for Chris Lucas and Geelong United.
They need someone to get a hand on. Indy Bowyer. Run her off that three-point line. Maybe a little too late. She's got her eye in.
Conti guarding Bowyer pretty quickly. Good hand in there from Geelong United. Melbourne's attempt knocked away. Jones takes on Munga. Can't get the right hand finish to go. Again, Brett scrapping off the offensive glass and forces a jump ball.
Might be a few AFLW scouts down there at Geelong looking at Brett. She can get possession.
She's tough. The possession arrow is with Geelong United. It's athletic from Jones, but Brett showing her wares there, averaging the 4 rebounds per game this season. To go with 8 points.
She's got a nose for the ball. Undersized, she can rebound in packs, in traffic.
A couple of steals for Brett tonight to go with 3 boards and 3 assists. What do you want to see from Geelong United here, Carrie? Because the Caps have really got in control.
Yeah, they've got to change something. Do they change something defensively? Can they, I mean, it was Bowyer that just lit up that caused the problem. Caps have lifted their defensive intensity.
Jones called for the offensive foul, so that's not going to help their cause at all. Caps get the Sporting back with 5 minutes still remaining in this third quarter. A third quarter that has seen the Caps put on 18 points to 6.
Yeah, I'm surprised Chris Lucas hasn't called another timeout. He usually likes to keep any of these margins lower than that.
4th team foul on Geelong United. That is called on Alyssa Brett. Her 2nd personal foul.
Jade Melbourne directing the traffic in that team huddle.
Going small ball here with Conti on the floor and Hank off at Geelong United. Potch with the moves on the inside, lost control though. Brett comes up with it.
Geelong here, searching Sharp.
Sharp, able to break the ankles there of Munga momentarily.
Great poise, just couldn't buy it. It was almost, the shot was too easy. Capitals now back. They're going to grind this one out, half court. Melbourne tucks it under her arm, directs the sets. Conti, crazy pressure.
Melbourne, brilliant.
Crazy finish.
What a star she is. Growing in confidence with every minute in this contest. Conti goes to work, gets the screen from Sharp, who's a good 3-point shooter. That one doesn't drop. Great offensive rebound, Potter, and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, good look from Sharp. Just can't buy one at the moment. Shooting a lowly percentage tonight. Geelong United, 1 of 8 from three-point land, down around 10%.
And Gemma Potter, 1 of 9 overall from the field. As you can see, they've been pretty good from the charity stripe so far tonight. That's been a good saving grace for them.
And they've got there a lot, 14 of 16, now 15 of 17.
Last season with the Caps, Gemma Potter, before making the move to Geelong United, she had the average there of 10 points and 41% off the field.
Foul called, Geelong United.
Katie Deeble back on the floor for the UC Caps.
That'll be 2 shots in the bonus.
So Katie Deeble at the charity stripe. She's 5 of 8 so far this season. Typical sort of 3-and-D player. Her second WNBL season, played 1 with Sydney before going to Wake Forest University in the USA, and she's been real handy off the bench for the Caps this season.
And her dad played baseball. John Deeble played baseball for Australia.
Yep.
Back in the day.
That's some good pedigree. Grew up in Brisbane, Katie Deeble has just helped their side out to a 20-point lead. Ellsworthy with confidence, driving to the rack, and Sharp has a good look here for a short 2.
They needed been a scoring drought. Certainly for Sharp, for this Geelong United group. Can that give them a little confidence boost, get some energy going defensively for them? Caps have certainly got the momentum and applying defensive pressure.
12 points for Sharp as Collier
With the scoop, can't get that. Well defended by Sharp.
And the look away, threw it straight to Paul Gorris in the Canberra bench. Nick Conti wasn't expecting it. And he run that way.
Subs for both teams. We see Bishop check back in for the UC Capitals. Coach Gorris checking his play sheet. What can he pull out of his pocket?
Gosh, he pulled out a stunning play at the end of regular time on Thursday night against the Sydney Flames that put it on a platter for Nadio Potch to score. Unfortunately, the young gun missed it, but that was terrific play from Gorris and a well-executed one by the Caps players on the floor at the time. Here's Melbourne with 8 to shoot. Drives hard, can't finish with the left, and Bishop can't get the offensive rebound. Conti sprinting. Ellsworthy didn't put up the 3. Hank back on the floor as well. Will she take on Bishop, Hannah Hank? Been good from the mid-range tonight, and she hits it again.
She has that short corner free throw range. Hank has been impressive. Capitals post players have got to play her a little tighter. Dare to put it on the floor.
Bowyer lost control. Conti steps it up. Potter catches. Ellsworthy. Hank, great ball movement, and Hank hits again.
Here goes the momentum, and here goes the momentum timeout. Coach Gorris, seen enough of that.
Good little blitz there from Geelong United. A much needed one, it has to be said. They have cut the lead back out to down to 14 after it ballooned out to as much as 20. And a Hank coming back on the floor and immediately making an impact for her team. Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years in the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL.
Yeah, good timeout. Coach Gorris and Chris Lucas both are big on pulling momentum quickly, particularly when you've got younger groups. Try and change the course of the game.
One of Hannah Hank's better games for the season, I reckon. 15 points and 5 rebounds. She's 7 of 7 from the field.
And nearly every one of those, I've got to say, 6 of those have been from the same distance.
Yeah.
Short corner, free throw, jump shot. Impressive. They're going to adjust to the scouting report, play her tighter, make her do something different, make her put it on the floor.
And importantly, giving Charlie Collier is something to think about as well. But there, you've mentioned it a couple of times, Carrie. There's your 3-point percentage tonight. Geelong going at just 12%, well below their season average, whereas the Caps are above their season average. Conti's just brought a bit of energy at both ends of the floor since she's come on as well.
Yeah, she has. You might see her play out the rest of this game. You know, she can be a game changer, a match winner.
Bishop, well, no one came at her at the end, so she took the opportunity to shoot. Hank brings down board number 6.
Clearly, Geelong's focus with Bishop is to back off her, dare her to shoot a little bit.
Ellsworthy trying to get around Melbourne. Easier said than done. Potter can't hit. Big rebound there, Jade Melbourne. Board number 6 for her. She's also got 4 steals tonight. What a pass inside for Potch. Can't get it to go. Hank with the rebound.
Lucky not to get a foul call there. Geelong now just walk it up, see if they can get another bucket here. They've scored on the last 2 times down the floor.
Geelong already in the bonus. Caps with 1 more foul and they are in the bonus. Ellsworthy travelled.
Sigh of relief for the UC Capitals bench, coaching staff. Count that as a stop.
Melbourne with a team high 16 points.
Assume a 3-possession game here, 3 shot clocks to run. Capitals will grind clock unless there's something wide open.
Bishop kicks it out. It's Diebel who's got a good look. And she can't hit it.
Got to take that one. Well executed. Ball chains. Got through sets of hands. Swung sides.
Geelong United doing really well here without Jones on the floor. Conti blocked by Boya. A couple of times Conti's gone for the jump shot and has been blocked. Firstly by Collier and that time by Boya.
6-second differential between game clock and shot clock for this third quarter.
Bishop, and in the end, Diebel left all by herself underneath the ring.
Great find, Abby Bishop, the vet. Finds the young point guard.
Ellsworthy for Sharp, who puts up the prayer. And it's all oxygen. Big third quarter from the UC Caps. 24-13 in the third term. Means they hold a 70-54 lead as we turn for home at the Geelong Arena. Fourth quarter action coming up on the other side of this.
I'm on my prime, I'm feeling like Steph. I get my shot and I promise it's wet. Waited too long, but I told him I'm next.
We thank you, Buxton, for being a part of our game night this evening. Guys, I tried to get to Marcus out here to take the charity shot. It's okay, though. We thank you for even being here tonight, Marcus. We'll see you in the very near future in our upcoming NBL 1 season. We're looking forward to that one as well. Well, let's see if we can get our team back into this contest in this last quarter. As we're still trying to get that little bit of a final sniff. Let's see how we go. DJ Sam, all yours.
One quarter to go here at Geelong Arena. An important game in the context of the season and the makeup of the top 4. The UC Caps got a sizable advantage over Geelong United in that third quarter. Ben Borderworth with you alongside Carrie Graff. And Carrie, India Boya had 9 of those 24 points as she got hot from deep.
She did, 3 from 3 within the space of about 2 minutes. That was back-breaking to Geelong. That really gave this UC Caps team the momentum. From there, they kicked on. Little tiny run from Geelong to claw it back, but Capitals stomped on that pretty quick. Let's see what both teams can do in this first couple of minutes of this fourth quarter.
Caps will have the first look on offense to start the fourth term. Collier back on the floor, is fouled and gets it to go. Can make it a three-point play.
You see Caps team happy about that. Chest bumping in the huddle quickly. This is what got the game going early for the UC Capitals. They went inside, they used the size, there's mismatches. Went to Collier inside deep.
Perfect start to the fourth quarter. And Collier completes the three-point play. 18 points for her. She's finishing this regular season really strongly. Big task now for Geelong United. Sharp draws the contact.
And good IQ from Sharp. She knows the UC Capitals are switching, probably playing four-man switching, leaving Collier at home, switching with everyone else. Sharp likes her chances against an undersized Diebel, just backs her down, playing a 6'1" athlete against someone that's about 5'5", 5'6". No, she's going to get a pretty good look.
Just saw the Geelong huddle on the screen just there. Still no Hayley Jones in that huddle as well, so she finished the third quarter on the bench. And now
perhaps
she started
she's
the
injured.
fourth quarter on the bench. We'll keep our eyes on that.
Yeah, Geelong certainly struggled to score in that third quarter without Jones on the floor. Hank was still hitting for him, but other than that, they didn't have much.
The 2 fouls for Jones as well. Here she is. She's on the bench. Any favourable, or favouring anything there from an injury perspective as Melbourne drives with the left. Goes out of bounds. It's a Canberra ball. Great to have your company wherever you're watching. Signet WNBL action on 9 now. 73-56 lead here for the Caps. Collier. Potch. Big screen there, Collier. Offensive foul.
Got her with a hip, referee.
Yep.
Deemed.
So that is her second foul. Mentioned Jones. She's only got the 2 fouls, so...
Unfortunate there. It looked like they're going to get a pretty easy score. The pick and roll with a roll down. Not to beat. And you get a foul on the screen.
Sharp. Potter. Sharp screaming for it. Had a bit of a mismatch there on Diebel. Hank takes on Collier. Her first field goal miss of the game. And Potch did well to find a teammate.
And the adjustment from the UC Caps, playing Hank tight and make her put on the floor. What happens? She misses.
Munger. Melbourne. Thought about the step back. Instead, speared it into Collier. Potch. Constant ball movement here from the Caps before Potch goes to work. And Conti ripped it away. Jump ball is the call, not a clean turnover.
Defensive intensities upped here by Geelong United, making UC Caps hurry up a little in the half court offensively. See Pot collapsing defense. Great hands, Conti.
So Jones steps back onto the floor with a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. 15 points for her. None in that third quarter. Came in that first half. Great pass to Brett. She couldn't get it to go. Sharp at the fresh 14 seconds. The Potter for Hank, who's been deadly from that range all night.
She is tough from there.
17 points for Hannah Hank. 8 of 9 shooting.
Free throw range. She can hit it from the elbow. She can hit it from the short corner. And they made her put it on the deck. She didn't make it.
Melbourne guarding Hank here.
That.
Guarded by Hank, rather.
They switched that ball screen action.
Potch. Offensive foul. Collier with her hands up. There's a word with the referee. Potch has to pull her away. So that's her third personal foul. And she's coming to the bench to cool off. Here's a look on replay. A lot happening off the ball.
Arms tangled. Gemma Potter's happy with that. Feels she's sucking her into it. Abby Bishop in for Collier. Diebel also takes a seat for the UC Caps. Jones now with a bit of a tempo push. She's looking to score.
Here's Brett. 4 fouls for her. Oh, what a block from Munger. She's done it at both ends of the floor tonight. Speaking with Britt Smart a couple of games ago in a broadcast, who played with Nicole Munger and just said the Players' Player was an appropriate award for Nicole Munger, as Sharp shows good athleticism there to hit the 2.
Yeah, she's a great chemistry piece, quality human.
She's come up with some big points tonight. 12 points for Nicole Munger, 2 of 3 from three-point land.
Switching defence. The bigs, Sharp's got the job on Melbourne.
Melbourne fading away, tough shot, and Bishop knocked it back for Potch, but it didn't hit the rim. So shot clock violation.
Yeah, good matchups here. Geelong United leaving Sharp on Melbourne, trying to use their length and their IQ to make it tough for their point guard.
Chris Lucas wants some time with his team. Timeout called. Not out of this one yet, Geelong United. They are running out of time now. 73-60 lead in favour of the UC Caps.
Done a good job to claw this thing back. It's gone out to as much as 20. 13 seems much more gettable even than 15.
Jade Melbourne on screen, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Another big game from the start.
Let's see what Geelong United do out of this timeout. Do they come back offensively and go with Jones? Let's see what Coach Goris is diagramming here. UC Capitals players, intent, listening. We got you, Coach. We know how to execute. Can we execute and finish?
Leading point scorers for Geelong United, Hannah Hank. Big game from her.
Yeah, she's been huge. Unbelievable clip tonight. 8 of 9 from the field for a whopping 88%. That's phenomenal. You know, it took quite a while for the UC Caps to adjust to her.
17 points for Hank, 8 rebounds. Her best of the season so far is 18 against Bendigo. Here's Jones.
Multiple ball screens for
and
Jones.
Hank gave away the offensive foul off the screen there.
Did a good job. You see Caps try and navigate those multiple screens on the ball. Potch, great job getting hips over the pick. Then a switch.
Munger. Bounce pass in for Bishop, who wants a cut. Oh, she's got Babongi for 3.
Well executed UC Caps. They go inside, they go outside, find a wide open Babongi. She takes off where Indy Bowyer left off.
Bowyer not on the floor with 4 fouls. As Brett goes to work. Babongi got a hand in there. Great defense.
Numbers advantage for the UC Caps out on the break.
And Melbourne can't drain it. Sharp brings down the rebound. Babongi making an impact at both ends of the floor. Potter, Hank, Brett gets the screen from Hank. Can't hit the triple.
Jade Melbourne will walk it up now. Clock is the friend for the UC Caps. They don't want to go negative though. Still a long time to play. Just a tick under 6 minutes. 16 up.
Potter trying to steal it away is called for the foul. That's her second. Geelong have their 3rd team foul for the quarter with 5 minutes 48 on the clock.
Timeout. Coach Goris wants to talk it over. Perhaps sometimes give his team or his athletes that he doesn't want to take out, have a little breather.
What's the best way for Geelong United here, Carrie, to get some quick points on the scoreboard?
Yeah, I mean, they've had some good looks. They haven't been making it. I mean, their 3-point percentage is killing them. 1 of 12 for 8%. Yeah. You know, they've got to try and get some more things going at the rim. Involve Hank again, involve Jones.
Jazz Shelley would be quite handy right now.
She would help, just a little bit. Yeah, and
From
I mean, her
three-point
shooting has been phenomenal the last few weeks. You know, it's like she's been shooting at a hula hoop. The hoop's been that big.
Yeah.
But they've got to try and change it up defensively. Can they get in the lanes more? Do they do a bit more switching? Do they go trapping? But they've got to try and shake the ball loose and see if they can get something easy on the break. But, you know, they've done a pretty good job. And in most games they play, they find a way to keep making runs. How many runs can you make, though? You know, when it's 20, then it's 16, then it's 13. It takes a lot of energy when you keep looking up at that scoreboard and going, wow, we've still got that little mountain to climb. Let's see what they do defensively out of this timeout.
Just repeating, if you're just joining us, Jazz Shelling not playing tonight due to a family commitment, according to Geelong United. It's obviously without Keely Froling still. What a play here from Hank. That's exactly what you want out of a timeout. Hank scores. She's got 19, a season high 19 for Hannah Hank.
And that's what you need. You know, aggressive defense, shake it loose, get an easy two.
Now can they get a stop? Hank guarding Bishop here. Bishop wants some movement, gets them from Munga. Can't get that baseline two to drop. Sharp with the rebound, starting to get busy off the boards, Alex Sharp. She's got 8 rebounds. Jones, Hank, lobs it in for Brett. Good catch. Can't get it to go. Babongi again, strong defense.
Yeah, good defense by the youngster. Undersized against Sharp. Plays great with her hands.
Melbourne draws the contact and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Melbourne does what Melbourne does. Downhill with the scoop. Got a friendly call from the referees. That clearly was a call. Hank, smart move to try and make a play at her early. Referees will give her 2 shots regardless.
83% free throw shooter coming into this game. Jade Melbourne, 2 of 2 tonight.
Rims out. They're the ones you got to make. Keep nudging keep the scoreboard pressure on. Make the opposition team look up and see a big margin. Makes up for it with a second.
15-point lead now for the Caps.
Still a long time to go in this ball game. Tick under 5 minutes to play.
Potch call for the foul, a bit of holding there in the one-on-one matchup with Sharp. Potch has 4 fouls now. Bowyer already off the floor with 4. And Collier on the bench with 3. Caps and Geelong United both now with 14 fouls for the quarter.
Switching defense again from the UC Caps. Other than it looks like Babongi staying at home on Conti.
Just briefly saw Jade Melbourne guarding Alex Sharp. They were co-captains last year at the UC Caps.
You know, a lot of these athletes will know how to defend each other.
Yep.
Going at each other every day at practice.
Jones guarded here by Bishop. Great footwork from Jones, doesn't get the roll. Big rebound, important stop there, Nadia Potch.
Huge stop for the UC Caps, well defended by Bishop. Used her length.
Oh, beautiful spin out of congestion there from Melbourne. Bishop, Melbourne, fooled Conti. Trying to get some movement happening. Munga's in the corner. Bishop's close to the rack, and Bishop lays it in.
Took him a little while to recognise the switch, but great composure by Jade Melbourne not to hurry it to get it into Bishop. Took their time, got an easy 2 off the pick and roll.
Important bucket there for Canberra. Potter for Conti, catches, shoots. Well off target. Hank, huge rebound from her. Fresh 14 seconds. Babongi steals as quick as a flash. With class, lays it in.
Cool as a cucumber, Babongi. Poised, mature beyond her years.
Terrific young all-round player. Conti pulls up and knocks down the mid-range 2. First points for tonight for Monique Conti.
17-point margin here still for the UC Caps, 3.5 minutes.
Potch. Bishop pulls the trigger. Can't get it to go, but Bongi almost had the offensive rebound in her grasp. Sharp, interesting pass, well off target from Jones, who's a little sore getting up from the floor. And then Potch hits the deck at the other end. Sharp might be called for it there. Potch a little flabbergasted and bereft on the floor.
Yeah. Jade Melbourne doing a good job alongside Abby Bishop, saying, let's get together, talk this over. Don't lose our heads now. Stay focused.
Unsportsmanlike foul is the call on Alex Sharp.
Well done, referees. Want to have a look at it. Good decision. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Yep.
A shot in possession for Poch. Great learnings. Can you make free throws? You've got to make free throws. She does.
12 points for Poch tonight to go with 7 rebounds. And she's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. You're right, Carrie. That's a real dagger. That call there. 18-point lead now for the Caps.
With possession, just over 3 minutes to play. The way Geelong United is shooting the 3 tonight, you wouldn't imagine they could get back in this one.
Great pick and roll there between Melbourne and Collier. Collier couldn't get it to go. She's back on the floor. Charlie Collier with 3 fouls to her name. Hank, Sharp, Brett. Decent look here from the charity stripe and beautiful shot. 6 points for Brett. The Bongi takes on Jones. Beautiful pass to Collier, who ran in to Brett. And then another offensive foul is called for Charlie Collier. And yeah, good call, Jade Melbourne, to rein her in pretty quickly.
Yeah, she got there. Feet outside the charge circle. Good position. As you say, Ben, great leadership by Jade Melbourne. Pull in your star, have a chat to him, say, you know, we need you, we got you.
Decent death stare as well from Charlie Collier afterwards as well, but she's done well to hold her tongue. It's 82-66 lead here for the UC Caps as a timeout is called with 2 minutes 38 seconds on the clock, and that's Jade Melbourne, a 22-year-old, just showing again leadership beyond her years. I just briefly mentioned before about Britt Smart, and just talked about how she's just an energizer bunny for the group and constantly motivated, constantly trying to keep the energy higher amongst the group. That's a sort of a different side of Jade's leadership on display just then.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the maturity of, you know, she's a natural leader. I mean, this kid was a leader when she was 6 playing footy with the boys in Terrelgan.
Yeah.
You know, that's she's got those skills, but as she matures, it's about, can she keep her team accountable?
Yeah.
Can she, yes, be the energizer and let's be positive, but keep people accountable, pull them into line, and we saw it on display there. That's what leaders do. They know what needs to be done with their people on the floor at certain times in the game, and they understand their teammates, they understand their emotions. Great growth in her leadership skills by Jade Melbourne on display there.
Both teams in the bonus now. 4 fouls each for Bowyer, Poch and Collier. 4 fouls for Hank and Brett. Geelong United. Bad pass, miscommunication. The Caps can reset.
High energy defence, then the UC Caps forcing that turnover. As we said, Geelong United 1 of 13 for 7% from the 3-point line. It's hard to claw back big leads when your 3 ball's not rolling, and when you don't have one of your 3-point specialists, Joe Shelley, on the floor or in the game.
Melbourne for Munga. Unlucky roll for her. Hank, massive rebound for her. That's board number 12 for Hannah Hank. Her first double-double this season.
Munga and Sharp wrestling down low.
Goes to Sharp, and Sharp gets it to go. Nice find from Hank, who continues her excellent game.
Sharp again, going with the mismatch, using her length.
14-point lead. Melbourne cops one, crosses over. Collier fumbles. On the fast break, 3-on-1 here in favour of Geelong United, and Jones gets it to go. 12-point margin, minute 38 left. Forces a timeout.
Again, we talked about Geelong. Find a way to just keep it within touch.
Yep.
Like I said, you know, can they claw it back? Just over a minute and a half to play, 12 down.
And as you said before, Chris Lucas coach sides don't give up. And this is a classic example of Geelong United playing until the final buzzer.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, you make a few plays like that, get a little scoring run, the home crowd jumps on your back, you get a little more energy, something good happens, you put a bit of scoreboard pressure on the opposition team with a big lead. Do they start to miss? Do they start to, choke up a little bit? But Paul Goris again, timeout here, calming his troops. Here's what we need to do offensively. Let's execute. Clock is our friend. Stay positive, not negative, but with a minute 30 to go, 12 up, we should be able to manage this.
Geelong United perspective, Hayley Jones still on 15 points. She hasn't scored at all in this second half. It's actually been Alex Sharp and Hannah Hank who've done the damage, not only on the scoreboard, but also off the glass. They've had a mountain of rebounds in this second half.
Yeah, they have, and Sharp in particular is recognised when she's had smaller athletes on her, has tried to go down low. She's come up with some big shots of late, but had a lot that she missed early.
Yep.
But big defensive play here for Geelong United. Can they force a turnover here? Can they get a stop, a quick stop?
Conti guarding Melbourne closely. Melbourne gets it from Munga. Brett's call for the foul. That's going to be her night done. That's her 5th foul. And the Caps will head to the charity stripe. So that was an aggressive play, aggressive defense. Brett checks out. Alex Sharp had about 5 seconds of break time there. She checks back in to replace Brett.
Munga, an 86% free throw shooter.
Yep.
14 of 16 on the season.
Experienced campaigner right around the world. Nicole Munga, 27 years of age, her 56th game in the WNBL. Third season with the Caps. Playing particularly a crucial role this season. In and out. Knocked out of bounds by Potch, so just the 1 point.
Hank trying to sucker a foul out of Collier. Hits the deck again.
There's Hannah Hank, big night for her, 19 and 12. Going at 9 of 10 from the field.
Yeah. Efficiency plus tonight from Hannah Hank.
Clemson University for 4 years. Played in every game during her 4-year stint there as well. 122 games and started in 92 of them. Here's Jones, wastes no time. Doesn't get the roll, but gets the offensive rebound and one.
Wow.
Huge play, Hayley Jones. She can make it a 3-point play here.
She can get the margin back to 10. That's what they need to do. Score quick, force quick stops or get steals.
To make it a 10-point ball game. Her first couple of field goals of the half. Now there's a bit of action off the free throw line there. Foul is called on Munga.
Bonus, so she gets
so
sent Sharp to the line.
Couple of free throws coming up. So Jones, a 61% free throw shooter. And now Alex Sharp will have a crack.
Sharp not shooting a great clip from the free throw line this season, but traditionally she's an 80+% free throw shooter.
This one is not quite done yet.
She can get it under 10 with under a minute and a half to play.
Caps led by as much as 20 during that third quarter. Geelong United have cut it back to 9 with a minute and a half left. And the full court press is well and truly on. Melbourne finds a way to get it to Munga. Potch regains some composure and gives it back to Melbourne. Double team comes.
Get the ball out of Melbourne's hands.
Almost stolen by Potter. Munga comes up with it. Collier inside. Gets the 2. And can go to the line for an extra as Nicole Munga gives a passionate high five.
Big conversion for the UC Caps. Great pressure from Geelong United. They're up, they're pressing, they're getting the ball out of Jade Melbourne's hands. They've got to play like this with a margin like this with the clock like that. Munga, great little scoop pass inside to Collier for the finish.
That was the defensive play to flip the script, and it almost came off a couple of times from Geelong. But Collier got the two to convert then the three-point play and gives the Caps some breathing space. Conti, Sharp, out. And then a look from Crichton, who's on the floor. Can't get it to go.
Big rebound, Munga.
Foul is called on Potter. She can't believe it, and both teams in the bonus.
You'd think if Munga can nail these two, it might be the ball game. Never say never, it's never over. But a 14-point margin with 53 seconds to play. Might be a little too hard for this Geelong United team to claw back.
Pressure free throws for Munga. Can't get that one to drop. Remember the Caps at a crucial stage against Sydney on Thursday night. Had a couple of trips and went 0 of 4 from those free throws. Munga this time 1 of 2.
That helps. 13 is a lot better than 12.
Yeah.
Means it's 5 possessions, 5 scores.
Conti for Sharp, who puts up the 3. Can't get it to go. And Babongi off the defensive glass. Took on Geelong United and then was fouled. She's played some crucial minutes, Monique Babongi, in this second half.
Yeah, that she has. Come up with a couple of big boards. Gets fouled there, stays calm. Clock is their friend. Yes, push tempo, but pull out. You know you're going to get fouled.
How big is it for Monique Babongi in her first WNBL season to be sharing the bench and sharing the floor with a player like Jade Melbourne for her development?
Yeah, absolutely huge. You know, to see how to stay calm, how to lead a team, how to make plays. And, you know, the thing you got to love about this kid is she's just so poised.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to faze her. If she makes an error, she plays on. She's got lots of tools. She can shoot the 3. She can get on the rim. We've seen her come up with boards as Potch. Looks like she's taken a big hit.
Yep.
Gassed maybe. Maybe got copped one in the ribs.
Crichton is called for the offensive foul. Here's a look on replay.
Oh, yeah, right in the chest, right in the ribs, at pace. That hurts just a little bit.
Yeah. Good to see her staying out there. Another important game from Nadia Potch. 12 and 7 for her. Yeah, the Caps holding a 15-point lead. Again, Geelong United not making it easy.
They'll play it out.
Connie trying to steal. Instead, Melbourne for Potch, for Bongi with 10 to shoot. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, but Bongi finds a way through. Guarded closer here by Potter. Reverses. Can't get it to go. Collier rebounds and earns a trip to the free throw line.
Again, the composure by Babongi. She gave Murray a look like, I don't know what I was doing, but that was composed. Clock was down. She found a way to get a shot up. Great stick back. Collier, boards just when you need it.
Where it's out of frustration of, but Charlie Collier, since that 4th personal foul, has really tried hard to keep her composure as well. There's been times this season when it's gone out of hand. She was fouled out very early in the game against Perth, I think it was, earlier on this season, but she stayed cool here in the clutch and hits a couple of crucial plays.
Yeah, she has. You know, the game's just as much mental and emotional as it is physical. You can have all the physical tools, you can have all the great motor skills, but you've got to keep your head in the game.
Sharp hits the 3.
Finally.
Nice way for Geelong United to finish just their 2nd triple of the game. It just has not been their night from deep, missing Jazz Shelley. The Canberra Caps were made to earn it in the end, but the Canberra Caps ultimately sweep Geelong United 3-0 this season and remain right in the hunt for a final spot. The UC Caps 91 defeat Geelong United 77. 2 days after overtime heartbreak, the Caps rally, particularly in the 3rd quarter, get the gap on their fellow top 4 challengers and stay within striking distance of that top 4 spot. Paul Goris, you'd think be very happy with that second half display, Carrie.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, to their credit, they were composed offensively for the majority of that game. They executed in the half court when they did. Jade Melbourne led the way great, hit threes when she needed to, controlled tempo for the team when she needed to. This lady in the third quarter, Boya, was she big. She busted the thing open with three triples within the space of 2 minutes. Potch was big. Collier was big. This is when you can beat teams. Contributions from 4 or 5 people, 4 or 5 in double digits. They stayed together, they stayed focused. Deserving win.
Just saw off screen just beforehand as well. Paul Goris and Hayley Jones having a nice conversation together. Both, I think, would have been at the Atlanta Dream at the same time of the WNBA. So nice for those two to catch up. And Hayley Jones was really important for Geelong United early. And then it was the talls in Sharp and Hank that gave them another chance as well, both offensively and defensively. They were very, very strong. But ultimately, in the end, the Caps able to pull away. It was mainly off the back of a third quarter that saw them score 24 points to 13. It was a significant differential in the end. And Charlie Collier with a 23-point game, the 14th time she's had 10 or more points in a contest, and she was really important for the Caps. But as was Jade Melbourne, Carrie, 17 points for her tonight. She is getting even more confident, if there's such a thing, as well as the season progresses. She's putting up some big numbers in the back half of this campaign. Yeah,
look, the thing I like about her at the moment is she's playing all ends of the floor and staying on plays. We see their great hands in, but she's just as happy to get assists as she is to score. And she's had games where she hasn't scored big, but she's had double-digit assists and the Caps win. And for her, it's all about winning. But I think she's playing much more multiple tempo. She's not just downhill at one speed. We see her hesitate a little more. We get her feet in the lane and spit the ball out. Her game continues to grow.
There are her numbers tonight. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. A pretty sort of quintessential Jade Melbourne game. And she continues to lead this team superbly at the age of just 22. So that's Jade Melbourne's performance, and that's the Canberra Capitals win for them. And now our attention turns to tomorrow. A couple of games there to have, one game to have a look at in particular. It's the Bendigo Spirit taking on
Ellis driving baseline. What a dive!
Wickham, how sweet was that?
Step back three.
Wow.
Taylor George.
She's got a flamethrower at the moment.
Shelley with a big triple.
It was acrobatic, it was impressive, it was Steph Talbot.
Jade Melbourne, the lefty lay-in. Capitals continue to roll. Perth have been unconscious from 3. Alice Koenig connects.
She's pumped up, and so she should be.